And we've been waiting for this day. And that's how Russ has always been, DA, a high motor player who leaves it all out on the floor. And it should be a high-paced game tonight as both of these teams, Clark, thrive in the open floor. So with that being said, what makes these teams so good on the break?
Well, you're right, Kevin. They do thrive in the open court. Excellent transition teams because they push the ball and they really have a conscious effort to run the floor at every opportunity. That's what makes fast break teams hard to beat, is because they're running all the time. And that doesn't give your defense a lot of time to set up.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at the Rockets. Anderson is down low with Capella. The two pillars of this team, Chris Paul and Harden, are the 1 and the 2. And it's Ariza in at the 3 spot. Westbrook with the bucket.
And you know what? When Paul George sees an open teammate, he doesn't hesitate. I mean, he quickly gets the ball out of his hands. It doesn't stick with him.
There's a good screen. Dishes it to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Here's Oklahoma City now. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Greg, we know that's in the past. You can't change that for sure. Nevertheless, a win would be sweet.
Now here's Ariza. Ball outside. It's Ariza on the wing. Defended by George. The 11-footer and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Like the way Ariza seeks out mid-range jumpers, capable of nailing these shots when he's in rhythm. The heck with the analytics. A good 2 from a good shooter is as good as a 3.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
One shot, gentlemen.
And how about the career progression of Trevor Ariza? You know, he came into this league somewhat as an energy player who, you know, obviously could attack the rim. Now he's one of those guys who's primarily a 3-and-D component.
Robertson gets the bucket.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here's Anderson. To the left wing. Paul against Westbrook. Paul gets to Ariza. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harden. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. The Thunder shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And really the past few seasons, the Thunder have just been a dominant team on the glass. They do a great job of limiting second chance points, and they get a lot of extra possessions with their own offensive rebound.
Now here's Capella. Another miss by Houston.
And, you know, Kevin, that's what they want, an uncontested look from the perimeter. Sadly, they came up short on that possession.
Rockets trail by 4. You look over the roster of the Thunder, and it's easy to see why they're such a great rebounding team. 1 through 5 can come up with 10 boards on any given night.
And those rebounding totals usually translate to wins for this team. But very rarely do they lose a game when they're having their way on the glass. So the goal at the end of the night is to play the bully in and around that painted area.
And here now the Thunder, following the score by Houston. Westbrook dishes to George. Roberson the pass to Westbrook. Now the feed to Anthony. And the officials call a traveling violation. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. In the third spot, Clint Capella.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Harden outside, pass to Paul. And Adams sends it back. Outside Westbrook. Pass to George. Back to Westbrook. Here's Roberson. And it's off from three-point range. Rockets trail. Paul outside. Kicks it to Harden. Anderson the screen. Here's Ariza. Ariza with another miss. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
They set the pick. Here's Paul. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Outside Westbrook. Anthony on the wing. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
And what a smooth release on that shot. Melo is money in the bank from there.
Now here's Harden. Excellent use of the screen that time.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Here's Anthony. The kick out to Westbrook. Adams sets the pick for Westbrook. Goes back up. Finds yet again. Adams' shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Harden gets to Ariza. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Thunder have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Outside, George. Westbrook kicks to George. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Paul left side. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ariza.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged about 29 points a game last season. 11 assists and 8 rebounds. And he brings that offensive firepower to the team. Scoring just comes natural.
And, you know, defenses are throwing everything at him, yet he's still able to put up points. He's really unstoppable.
2 points. That one goes. Westbrook's got his second bucket tonight.
And I love the confidence and energy Westbrook plays with. Just an excellent scorer once he gets good position inside.
Now here's Paul. Anderson kicks to Harden. The dish to Capella. Back to Harden. Kicks it out to Ariza. Anderson outside. The 3. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Down low, Adams dishes to Roberson. He kicks it to George. Here's the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Roberson's got 6 points.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Paul with the ball. Harden outside. No one near him. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 6 points for James Harden.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Got to respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
Now Harden after the missed three by Carmelo. Now Harden, 6 points for him. Clock at 4. Anthony with the defensive effort.
That's a good shot. Even though it couldn't find the bottom of the bucket, I like the shot quality.
Outside Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving it around. Robertson can't hit. Rockets trail by 5. And we all know that Mike D'Antoni is one of the most respected offensive minds in basketball. You look at his coaching tree, and there are branches all over the NBA. He has a lot of respect from his peers.
I mean, when you have sustained success like D'Antoni has had, the respect comes with that track record of success. D'Antoni has a great working relationship with a lot of other coaches as well.
Here's Westbrook following the score by Trevor Ariza. And Robertson has it in the corner. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Patterson comes in for Anthony, and Alex Abrinas subbed in for Andre Robertson.
Chris Paul is a flat-out playmaker, guys. Straight up. Knows exactly where to go with the ball most every time.
Here's Westbrook. Makes it off the glass. Westbrook's got his third basket of the night.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Nene, the screen. Gordon kicks to Nene. Passes it to Paul. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
And that one misses. Here we are, Clark, opening night. It's officially upon us. I know you think it's important to get off to a good start, don't you?
I really do, Kevin. It's better than getting off to a poor start. Because the season is so long, you've got time to overcome either one, but it's always best to get off to a nice start. It gives you confidence and gives you momentum that you can build on.
So we can't get either to fall. And you ask any Houston fan who the greatest player in the history of their franchise is, and they all say Hakeem Olajuwon. Clark, you played against Olajuwon. Just how great a player was he, and what does he mean to this Rockets franchise today?
Boy, he was special. The first ballot Hall of Famer, brought the only titles in franchise history to the Rockets, and could do everything you want from a big guy. Graceful, strong, a presence defensively and on the glass, unselfish. They called him Hakeem the Dream for good reason. That dude was a dream to play with and a nightmare for opponents.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. And Mbah-a-Moute has got 6 points.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
1:25 left in the first quarter of the game. Patterson, the screen. Christian, the pass to Abrinas. Launches it. The shot, No good. And the Rockets take it the other way.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis. And, you know, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
Drive by Adams. Some solid defense there by Nene.
Boy, he's holding his team back. Really a hindrance. Can't make a thing. He's way off today.
Paul dishes to Gordon. Here is Mbah a Moute. Here's Tucker. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
Screen by Adams. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Abrines. No good off the front iron. Now the Rockets with it. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Outside Gordon. And here's Tucker. 11 feet away. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing. It's so exciting because when our bench comes in, more often than not, if we're losing, they're going to get us the lead. And if we have the lead, they're going to increase the lead. And it's fun to watch because everybody cheers for each other, too.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of a asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Exactly. I mean, they've made their presence felt on this end. Excellent job contesting shots so far.
So on the floor for Houston, Chris Paul and Gordon are the backcourt pair. Luke Mbah a Moute out there with Nene, and it's Tucker in at the small forward position. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Houston Rockets, one of the most explosive scoring teams in the league. Defense has been a shortcoming in the past. Coach Mike D'Antoni said, we have some good individual defenders. If the rest of them just try, well, that's the plan. Kevin?
Offense is what the Rockets are all about, D.A. You know that. Coach D'Antoni definitely focuses on this part of the game more than defense. Greg, you watch the Thunder play, and it's clear that this team comes out looking to attack. Everyone on the team wants to put it on the floor and go right at the rim.
And part of that is their leader, Westbrook, just setting the tone. I mean, team finished near the top in points in the paint last season, and the addition of Paul George just helps to enforce that strength.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Clark, when you were playing, what was your game day routine like?
Well, it was simple. I didn't complicate things, Kevin. I tried to get a good meal, was just beginning to learn how to eat properly and best for my body. And then I would always try to get an hour to 2 hour pregame nap. That goes all the way back to high school. I enjoyed just getting off my feet. Sometimes I would fall asleep completely. Other times I would just kind of drift into a light sleep. But just having that routine of resting before games was part of how I got ready to try to serve the other guys up.
Here's Kristen, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Abrines kicks to Kristen. Patterson, the screen. It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Christian.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Boy, like his intensity, Greg. He's not afraid to take it straight to the rack on the bigger defender. Right at it.
Now here's Gordon. High, arcing shot. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Like how Gordon stays low to the ground, keeps that center of gravity anchored. Quick driving inside, and excellent finishing at the basket.
Here's Grant. Here's Kristen from the arc. That one, no good.
And, you know, I have no idea how he missed that one. When there's no defense around, he's usually automatic from there.
Tucker the pass to Nene. Shoots over Adams. And Nene with the basket on the assist from Tucker. Now it's a 6-point Rocket lead.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game. Phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
And Adams kicks to Abrinas. Patterson, the screen. Abrinas with the bucket. Abrinas has got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Nene, the screen. Tucker dishes to Paul. Nene setting the pick for Paul. Back to Tucker. No good that time. Some solid defense from Grant. Now the pass to Kristen. Adams outside. Here's Abrinas. Pass to Kristen. Over Paul. And the shot falls short this time. Rockets leading by 3. Outside Gordon. A floater, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Eric Gordon has long been noted as a terrific shooter, but I felt like he was able to display just how great he can be last season. Had that green light whenever he was on the floor, and really near the top of the league in terms of threes attempted and made.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
First free throw is good. And for Gordon, he's been a great catch-and-shoot player in the past, Greg. The difference last season was the improvement in his pull-up threes.
And there is a world of difference between shooting a three off the pass as opposed to off the dribble. The pull-up threes are what make players like Steph Curry so hard to guard. And when Gordon added that to his game, I think it helped his overall ability to score the basketball.
Well, for the majority of his career, Clark, Eric Gordon has been a starter. But last year, in his first year with the Houston Rockets, they deployed him as a 6th man, and he flourished in that role.
Yeah, you know, he sure did. And some guys just have a knack for thriving in that role coming off the bench. He knew he had the green light coming off the bench and jacking up threes. That's what he was called to do. And even though he played less minutes, he still obliterated his previous career high of 3-pointers taken.
And it's the Rockets with the ball after Oklahoma City gets the 3. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Nene's got 4 this quarter.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Back to Anthony. Patterson a screen on Mbamute. Anthony on the wing. He's guarded by Mbamute. That one good for 2. 9 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Now, here is Harden. 6 points for him. To the left wing. Here is Mbamute. No good from outside. Oklahoma City trailing. Grant gets a wide open look. But they'll get another chance. And Kristen kicks to Patterson. Here's Roberson. He's got 9. Back to Anthony. Patterson a screen on Mbamute. Back to Roberson for 3. Rebounded by Tucker. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Harden outside. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Now let's check out the rebounds and where they're coming from. Here's a breakdown showing the front court and the back court rebounding numbers for Houston.
And it's been the bigs doing most of the work on the glass, and really no surprise there. That's what you pay those guys for, to control that paint and haul in those misses.
Shot from the inbound, and it's Gordon. That time on the assist from Mbamute. Gordon's got 6 points.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Patterson, the screen. Here's Roberson, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Clark, when you look back at all the coaching you received and all the coaches that you've covered, what allows a coach to have a team buy into what he wants to do?
I think there are a couple of things there, Kevin. One is authenticity, being who you are as a man and a coach. Whatever your personality is, whatever your hallmark pillars are as a coach, the things that you don't allow to be negotiated, staying true to that. But authenticity is huge. And then adaptability, being able to be flexible within your authenticity. Those things, to me, give you the most credibility as a coach and give you a chance to one, be enjoyable to play for and also successful.
And the Thunder with some changes. Paul George comes in for Jeremy Grant, and it's Russell Westbrook in for Chris Dunn. And then for Houston, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Anderson comes in for Mbamute. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for P.J. Tucker. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And Clark, this Houston team is so good at moving the ball around, top 3 in assists last season, and they know how to get a good shot. There's no doubt about that. Just keeping the defense following the ball, moving them side to side, keeping them on the move. How does that affect team chemistry?
I think it does wonders for team chemistry, Kevin, because everybody's happy. They're enjoying touching the ball, getting shots, playing at a fast pace. It's certainly fun for us to watch and for the fans to watch, and I think it helps to recruit other good players who enjoy watching that style and wanting to be part of it.
Now here's Harden, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. High post try. Rebound by Anthony. Thunder trailing by 5. Westbrook kicks to Anthony. He feeds it to George. Anderson against Anthony. The Rockets pull it in. Anderson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Harden the pass to Gordon. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Ariza against George. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Great showing for him last season. Tops in scoring, 3rd in assists, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball.
And here's Ariza after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Takes a shot at the elbow. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 7 points for Ariza.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
George, that's a 2-pointer. That doesn't go either for George.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
And here's Westbrook after Trevor Ariza just hit the three. It's Anthony with the drive. Harden with the defensive effort.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Gordon dishes to Anderson. Not going to go that time. And the Thunder going the other way now. Anthony kicks to Westbrook. Over Harden. The Rockets pull it in. Lob pass to Capella. And stolen by Patterson. They push it up 4 on 3. Puts one up from 19. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And 11 points for Carmelo Anthony. Rockets leading by 5. Now here's Harden. He has 6. Looking to get it going. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Harden's got 8 points.
You know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
Patterson a screen on Anderson. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, I like watching him get after it on the glass now, staying active, and usually that leads to good things.
Here's Harden. Again, the Rockets score.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Robertson can't hit.
Obviously, I mean, it would go a long way if he's making his shots. Right now, they're behind, and they certainly could use his help.
Ariza kicks to Gordon, and the layup is good. And it's a 9-point Rocket lead.
He's been on the roll this quarter, really leading the way for his team right now.
Westbrook passes to George. The kick out to Westbrook. Over Harden. Westbrook, no good.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And Andre Robertson is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Alex Abrinas is checked in for the Thunder. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Paul's checked in. Now here's Harden. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Poked away and stolen by Patterson. Here's Abrinas. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Abrinas. Feeds it to Carmelo. George dishes to Anthony. Outside Westbrook. Over Paul. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Westbrook's got 9.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
And so it's the Houston Rockets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, but I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And welcome to halftime. Hey, what a fantastic time of the year NBA season getting underway. Hey,
I'm excited. I am really excited. I am really, really excited, Ernie.
Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never falling behind too far. Taking a look at the Rockets, what'd you think, Shaq, about the first half we saw from the Rockets?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Oklahoma City?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
So that'll do it for now as we send you courtside with Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K crew for the start of the second half.
The second half just about to get going here. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Westbrook with it. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. Adams is out there with Anthony, and it's George in at the 3. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
I think he's got to be more aggressive, stronger, getting through those screens. Can't allow shooters that kind of space to pull the trigger.
Robertson can't hit.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3. Well, Chris Paul signing the big contract this past offseason, and you knew he'd end up with one of the biggest deals out there, and his impact on a team goes far beyond just stats.
From deep Harden, and another 3 for Houston.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Westbrook. Adams with the screen on Ariza, and George kicks to Westbrook. Here's Robertson, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game. Well, Greg, Houston wanted Chris Paul, and they got their man. One of the bigger surprises, certainly, of the offseason.
Yeah, and without Paul on this roster, this team isn't in the conversation for winning. You need him to keep your window of winning open, and he is just that impactful and makes everyone on the floor better.
Now, here is George after Clint Capella's miss. The offensive rebound, Adams, and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
One shot.
Greg, when you think about the franchises in the league that have sustained success, who are always competitive, Oklahoma City should be right there at the top.
I mean, just look at the records for the Thunder, and their success really does speak for itself. 8 straight seasons of 500 or better basketball. Only the Spurs and Rockets can also make that claim.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after Trevor Ariza just hit the 3. They set the pick. Harden against Westbrook. Over Harden. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. You know, Clark, for all the talk of Russell Westbrook he had with his triple-doubles in the record-setting season, James Harden was a force in that department as well. Second in the league in scoring and in triple-doubles. It was just a huge part of why he had such a claim to the MVP award.
Well, you know what? Harden was fantastic and had a phenomenal year, a record-setting type individual performance for Harden. But as hard as he worked, still not quite enough to get to the top of the MVP ladder.
First free throw is good.
And I think Harden is a natural leader. Somebody that commands respect, who also happens to be a dominant scorer.
Harden hits them both. And Clark, as you watch the game at both the college and pro levels over the years, what has been the biggest change for you in your view of that?
Well, you know what, Kevin, there are a couple of things. The athleticism, the real emphasis on training and strengthening the core, meaning from your kneecaps to your sternum. The work that's done to train the hamstrings and quads and glutes and that core area as a place of power, as your center of power, is one of the significant changes I've seen, not just in basketball, but all sports. And it's benefited the athletes greatly and the overall athleticism. And then from a playing standpoint or on the floor standpoint, I think the three-point shot. I think that's been the biggest dramatic change in the game.
And the Rockets play at one of the highest paces in the NBA. A lot of possessions for both sides as they want as many chances as they can possibly get to score. Clark, when you think about that, how do you prepare for a team like the Rockets if you're their opponent?
Well, there are a couple of things you can do. One is you try to slow them down, and some teams are equipped to do that. Other teams are equally adept at the three, so you match them shot for shot. But the problem with that is Harden is really good in the half court. And even when you take away transition, he can hurt you in the half-court game.
Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. Third is Chris Paul.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year. Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Russell Westbrook.
Kevin, it certainly hasn't been for lack of effort, but still, his team needs him to do more out there.
Capella gets to Ariza. Anderson the screen. Dishes it to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. 11 feet away. Tries again. And the layup is good. Harden's got 17.
Yeah, I like how crafty Harden is, boy. Terrific at bullying his way down deep. A dangerous, dangerous scorer in the post.
Westbrook passes to George. Lets it go from the wing. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Harden and the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Thunder trailing by 11. Now Westbrook. He's got 11. Here's Anthony. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And beyond his ability to shine on the basketball floor, you have to commend Carmelo Anthony's effort, Greg, to get NBA players and other athletes more involved in making the world a better place.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done, but guys like Melo see what is beyond the world of basketball. He's spoken out as well as done the legwork of being active in his communities, and a lot of charity work for Melo. It's just nice to see the maturation process play out.
The first free throw is good.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Grant, he's checked in for George, and Chris Dunn's subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The Rockets also changing it up. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. And Mbah-a-Moute comes in for Anderson, and it's P.J. Tucker in for Trevor Ariza. Well, you could feel the clock ticking for Melo's time in New York, and this offseason, it finally ended, Greg.
Yeah, and for a team like this to add Melo to the mix, what a blessing. I mean, Melo still has a ton of offense to offer, and hard to add a player so skilled as Melo for practically nothing. Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Now here's Paul. He has 7. Fades back. No good off the front iron.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And Kristen kicks to Adams. Pass to Kristen. Back to Adams. He dishes it to Grant. Stolen by Tucker. Here we go, one-on-one. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Yeah, you know, Tucker's a little undersized, but he makes up for it with leaping ability and reach.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
Yeah, and something else they've done all through this one is knock down the mid-range jump shot whenever they've had the chance.
That's good from Tucker.
You know, starting out in the D-League, then bouncing around the international circuit, Tucker took the long, hard road to get here.
Now here's Adams. He has 5. Down low. Here's Grant. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Harden. Rockets leading by 9. The feed to Paul. Nene, the screen. Harden inside the three-point line. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Harden's got 11 in the second half. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And one of the surprise moves of this past offseason was Chris Paul moving to Houston, joining James Harden to become one of the strongest backcourts in our league. Kicked off a feeling that Houston would be a force this season.
And you know, Greg, many thought that Chris Paul may take a look at San Antonio, and he did, but Houston was too enticing a chance to pass up.
Yeah, it's certainly a distinctive third chapter in Paul's career. He's always been criticized for not going deep in the playoffs, and saw Houston as maybe his best bet to make a deep run.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Alex Abrinas is checked in for Jeremy Grant, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Chris Dunn. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. Here's Roberson. 16 points for him. Screen by Adams. Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Roberson.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Houston moving the ball around. Kicks to Tucker. Over in the corner, Mbah-a-Moute with the putback.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Well, he has been today, no doubt about that. His effort's been unbelievable.
to the inside. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And as you would expect, Steven Adams has grown into a larger role with this team. Really came in as a guy who could defend and rebound, but starting to become more of a factor within their offensive framework.
Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. They throw good, Adams. And Greg, with Adams, he hasn't just been given more opportunity to display what he can do on offense. He's earned it.
You hit it right on the head. And as an example, a guy that was a bad free throw shooter, all of a sudden he became respectable because of his work ethic last season. Much more nimble in the paint than most would think. Just good awareness, and he knows when to pick his spots.
Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Abrines. There's the dish to Westbrook. Back to Abrines. Patterson, the screen. Here's Anthony. Mbah a Moute pulls it in. Rockets leading by 6. And Tucker kicks to Paul. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, for a small guy, you got to respect how calm Paul is inside. I mean, he knows he can get his shot over anybody, but he's got to be crafty and clever to do so. Good display of patience there.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 16. Abrines' shot is off. And Tucker kicks to Paul. Passes it to Tucker. To the wing on the left. Feeds to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Mbah a Moute. Here's Tucker. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Anthony's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Adams sets the pick for Anthony. Steps back and fires. That's good on the jump shot. Anthony's got 18 points in the game.
And Melo is highly explosive, nailing shots left and right. The D has got to get it out of his hands.
The fadeaway. That shot missing. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Sinks the triple. Now it's just a 3-point Houston lead.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
The pass to Tucker. And here's Nene. Takes the 3. The shot, no good. Here's Abrines. He kicks to Westbrook. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Gordon. Takes the 13-footer. The Thunder pull it in.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he's still got to make these shots, in my opinion.
Knocked loose. And Patterson kicks to Abrines. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Abrines has got his 2nd basket.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Nene with the screen on Westbrook. Paul kicks to Nene. And that time, also a missed shot.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Anthony dishes to Westbrook. Adams against Nene. And Adams kicks to Anthony. Out to the right wing. Here's Patterson. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart for the Rockets.
And every time he's pulled up from deep and let it fly, it's found a way to catch iron. Not sure if it is something with his release or the defense is bothering him on his threes, but I would expect him to attack the rim a bit just to kind of mix things up.
Houston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
The Thunder making a change here. George is checked in. The Rockets also changing it up. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Anderson comes in for Mbamute. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for P.J. Tucker. And that one, good.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Well, you take a look at this Houston Rockets offense. They've got so many threats, and Harden is clearly the big one. He's in the middle of it all, and his teammates do a nice job of playing off of him.
Kept alive, Adams. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Adams has got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Westbrook against Paul. Capella sets a screen for Paul. Three-pointer, and there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Paul. Paul's got assist number 7 for him tonight. And Clark, so much of the offensive burden has fallen on the shoulders of Harden. Now he's got some help, certainly, with Chris Paul.
You know what? As well as Harden played last season at the point guard spot, I think this trade was just too good to pass up. I mean, I anticipate they're going to make one heck of a duo.
And there's the foul. That's on Steven Adams. And that'll be his third foul so far. Houston's gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Gordon a screen. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Patterson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's George. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
One of the things you like about Paul George is that he's really elevated his game each year he's been in the league. He's a go-to scorer. He's an outstanding defender. And he's excellent now as the leader of the team, really growing into that leadership role.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Textbook shooting from the stripe. Great form, soft release, mark it up.
That misses, would have counted had it gone in. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
We got to now start to anchor down defensively right now. Trust each other and trust the loads. It's not just one-on-one defense, it's together.
A little help from your friends. This is what Billy wants. He wants a lot of communication, wants teamwork. And guys, you were talking during that break. You think his team is listening.
You know, you also have to credit the other team. I always say, you know, they get checks on the 1st and 15th also. I mean, the offensive play calling is having an effect, and let's just see how they respond.
And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. So on the floor for Houston, Gordon and Ariza are on the wings. Anderson is down low with Capella. And it's Paul in at the point. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Adams. Westbrook can't get it to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now here's Westbrook after Clint Capella's miss. Adams, the pass to George. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Westbrook missing again. The Rockets trail. Paul outside. Anderson. And finished off by Anderson. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's George. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. That's on Clint Capella.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Paul George.
Really hard to think of a more impactful perimeter defender than PG, Paul George. I mean, his combination of size, athleticism, and technique enabled him to smother the opposition at times.
James Harden, he's checked in for Eric Gordon. And George drops them both. And Paul George, a lockdown defender at 6'9", Clark 6'10". He has the foot speed to stay with players a foot shorter.
Yeah, he's a very unique defender with his size, length, and speed and athleticism. Gets around screens, doesn't get screened. He can recover the shooters. I mean, he's the real complete package at the defensive end.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Outside Westbrook. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Over Paul. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 18 points for Russell Westbrook.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Anderson. Over Anthony. No good on that one. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Got that one up quick. George has got 4 this quarter.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
Harden, that's good.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Westbrook against Paul. Another miss by Westbrook.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot. Oh, I like how Capella stays 1 step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment. Here's Anthony. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Westbrook against Paul. It's hauled in by George.
And I love how his teammates have stepped up for him. He's struggling, but they're ramping it up and getting it done this quarter.
Westbrook kicks to Adams, and Capella sends it back.
And every season, Capella has improved as a shot blocker. Timing, awareness, recognition. He's really good at erasing shot attempts.
Now, here is Harden, screened by Capella. Anderson with the screen for Harden. He feeds it to Anderson. Clock at 6. Puts it up. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Now it's a 5-point Rocket lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Roberson's checked in. So Anthony nails both of them. Rockets leading by 3. Harden dishes to Capella. Back to Harden. They swipe it. Here's Roberson. Dishes to Adams. Westbrook passes to George. Adams with the screen on Ariza. 6 on the shot clock. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got 22.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D, one of the best shooters we have in this game.
Anderson outside. Tries to keep it alive. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Here's Roberson. Pass to George. He dishes it to Adams. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Defender, Steven Adams.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And it's tied up with that one.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Paul kicks to Harden. Now the feed to Ariza. Capella sends a screen for Ariza. Over in the corner, Paul goes back up. No good that time. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. And Roberson kicks to George. And he banks in the layup. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Gotta like whenever PG gets inside. A big, long presence who also has ball skills. Excellent feel for scoring in the paint.
Now, here is Harden. Another miss by Houston. George with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. George dishes to Robertson. They set the screen. Here's Westbrook. It's good. Westbrook's got 11 in the second half.
And, you know, Westbrook is fearless. Likes getting deep inside and finishing around the rim and plays in attack mode all the time.
Anderson, a screen on Anthony. Harden against Anthony. Harden's shot is off. And the Thunder with possession. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. Over to the wing. And Robertson kicks to Westbrook. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nobody near George. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. George has got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder. Ball against Westbrook. Off the screen. And right through it goes. And that's now 11 points for Chris Paul.
Only the one made basket in the fourth. He hasn't provided them with a whole lot offensively.
Here's Westbrook. Westbrook missing again. Rockets trail by 5. Kicks it to Harden. Westbrook against Paul. Anderson with the screen for Paul. Shot, high post. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Now it's just a 3-point Thunder lead.
You know, one of the things that you notice about Chris Paul, Kevin, is that he uses screens exceedingly well.
George against Ariza. The dish to Robertson. Screen by Adams. Robertson can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Westbrook against Paul. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Paul's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, the defense has to be conscious of his playmaking, so a lot of times that gives Chris Paul plenty of room to get off the three-point shot.
Now here's Westbrook. Westbrook missing again.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Anthony against Anderson. Here's George. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. 16 points for George.
He's such a clutch shooter, Kevin. He just lives for the big shot.
Screen by Capella. Capella with a screen on Anthony. Ariza passes to Paul. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And, you know, Capella is so strong that you really got to wrap him up if you're going to commit the foul on him.
That one misses.
Well, I tell you what, it's really impressive how Capella has improved his role so quickly, Kevin. I mean, he's a starting caliber center known for his defense, but continues to make strides on offense, too.
Now here's Paul. Harden outside. Shoots off the screen. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. To the left side wing. Passes it to Westbrook. Here's Robertson. Shot clock at 6. And Capella sends it back. Adams' shot is good. Paul with the ball. Screen by Capella. Paul kicks to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Westbrook against Paul. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Anderson the screen to take the lead. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Paul. 34 points for James Harden.
And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch. So tough to stop Westbrook right now.
Houston's won 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Capella with a screen on Westbrook. Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Anderson the screen. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're trailing by 2. 41 seconds left in the fourth. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive, and boy, did he make them pay.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. We got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Time call here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They trail by 1. 35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 35 seconds left in the game. Feeds to Adams. Yes! And the foul. Capella, and so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. And Mbah-a-Moute is checked in for the Rockets.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 2. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
This is the red-hot version of Chris Paul right there.
From deep, George. Oklahoma City, the rebound. Goes back up. Nails it.
Shot after shot, one after the other. PG, Paul George, making it happen.
Ball against Westbrook. There's the pick. Anderson the screen. Paul gets to Ariza. Over Adams. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball.